Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's here. It's here. It's here. I finally bit the bullet and bought myself an ESV Interleaved Journaling Bible as my Christmas present. And it's here as in like the DHL guy just dropped it off. I gave him the merriest Christmas and quite literally ran upstairs with my box, and it works out perfectly because my kids are having quiet time right now. Let's open this up. Okay, so I ended up ordering this Bible from Amazon.de, and I'm not sure if they like keep a stock of English Bibles in a local warehouse or if it's coming from the US, because when I placed the order, and actually even before, every time I would go check to see how many they had left in stock, it would always say that it would take the Bible about I don't know, like a week and a half to show up at my house here in Germany. And so that was one of the things that like kind of deterred me, and I was like, oh, it's gonna take so long and maybe I should just order it from somewhere else. And anyways, I finally ordered it, and it wasn't supposed to be here until after Christmas. So when I was taking some laundry to the laundry room at the front of the house, we have a window in our laundry room that faces the front street. And I saw a DHL truck pull up, and I noticed that he was going towards my front door, and I didn't want him to ring, the doorbell because, like I said, my kids are having quiet time. And so I just rushed and I opened the door, and he was like, whoa. And I was like, is that for me? And he was like, yes. And so it's my Bible. My Bible is here. I'm so excited. Like I said, I've had my eye on this Bible for over a year and a half. And I mean, I've watched countless YouTube videos of people writing in it, of people unboxing it, of people drawing in it, of people painting in it, of people who used it once and then made a video, and then they came back, I don't know, like maybe 6 months to a year later, and talked about how they use the Bible, whether or not they're still using the Bible, the best setup for keeping notes in this Bible. Maybe I should do that as well. That's actually a really good idea. So when I say that like I researched this Bible, I've looked for images of this Bible being used on Instagram. I've actually gone to the Crossway website, the publisher of the Bible, and printed out like their sample PDF of this particular Bible. So what I love about this Interleaved Bible is that there's quite literally a page of blank, just like a blank sheet of paper per each page of scripture. And I love writing in my Bible. Like, I've been working in an ESV Journaling Bible, like the single column version, which just has the margins to each side of the text. And then I've also been working in a Schuyler Quintel wide margin ESV, which it has double column text, and then there's like margin space all around to write. And they're great. They're amazing Bibles. But I talk a lot and I write like I talk. So when I saw that there was an Interleaved Bible, I was like, I could really fill up that page and probably still need more space, because whether I'm reading and I'm marking in my Bible or I am doing like an inductive type of Bible study, I like to write. I like to write my prayers. I like to write my questions down. I like to draw charts. I want to be able to go back and just be like, man, like this is what the Lord taught me as I was studying through the book of Joshua. This is what the Lord taught me as I was studying through the book of Proverbs. This is what the Lord taught me as I was working my way through 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. And I like having everything in one place. I'm also a notebook girl. I love notebooks. I love notebooks. What I don't love is having notes in this notebook and then notes in this notebook and then notes in my Bible and then notes in that notebook over here, and then everything just is kind of jumbled up and sometimes even just lost, and I can't remember like what went to what. And so I'm hoping that this Bible will just become like this collection of my walk with the Lord. So I'm really, really excited. I actually want to talk about two things that deterred me from ordering this Bible. One is the size. So between watching the different YouTube videos and even looking at the measurements on Crossway's website, people kept comparing the size of this Bible to they're like, it's huge pretty much. It's the size of a study Bible. The only study Bible that I have is it's an ESV study Bible, but I like big Bibles, so I don't think that this is that big. So I had this to compare it to. And then the other big Bible that I have is that Schuyler Wide Margin Quintel Bible. And again, it's not a tiny Bible either. I like big Bibles. Here are these two, like right next to each other. So the bottom one right here is the ESV Study Bible. And then the one up here is the Schuyler Quintel ESV Wide Margin Bible. So, I mean, they're pretty thick. Of course, the Study Bible is thicker, but again, I don't mind having a large Bible. I actually wanted to show the inside of, let's go to Proverbs. The inside of the Quintel Wide Margin ESV. So you can get an idea of what I mean when I say, like, there's 2 columns of text and then the margins all around from the top, the sides, the inside part, which is called the gutter, and then along the bottom as well. So there's a page in Proverbs, and let's turn to another page. Let's see what's back here. And here's a page from 1 John, or 2 pages from 1 John actually. So when I say I like to write, I mean I like to write, and these are 2 of the books that I've studied through that I absolutely have notes in different places, whether it's a sticky note, a notebook, or whatever. And I really just wish I could have everything inside of one Bible. So concerned about the size. Is it going to be super heavy? Right off the bat, like I said, I haven't even like opened the box, and it doesn't feel like it's that much heavier than, I mean, it feels a little bit heavier than the Schuyler Wide Margin, but I don't know, it feels like it might be around the same size, like weight-wise, as the ESV Study Bible. So again, I don't think this is the Bible that I'm going to be taking to church. More so of just like, this is when I'm studying at home. So I'm not gonna be lugging it around, I don't think. So the size hopefully is not an issue. The other thing I'm concerned about is the font size in this Bible. So it's a double column, and I think that the font on the Crossway website says it's a 7.5. My ESV single column journaling Bible that I don't have on me right now has the same size font, and it's readable, but it's in a single column. So I don't know if I'm going to open this up and just be like, oh, that is super tiny. That's not going to work. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. But that was the other thing, is like, even in printing it out and trying to print to scale or like print as is, I feel like I could not get a true representation of what the font is going to look like unless I ordered the Bible. So I'm gonna open the box. And I'm totally not that person that has a box cutter. I'm a box tearer. I'm tearing the box. Not that the packing tape on here is super tough, but yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so here's the box. And there's some information on the back. Okay, I'm going to open the box. And I got the leather flap with the strap because if, my ESV study Bible has the same thing, and I love being able to tie it up and just, I don't know, I feel like it's neat, and like I don't have to worry about the pages just kind of like flopping open everywhere. Okay, so first thought, in my hand, it's not that heavy. It's beautiful. The leather smells amazing. Oh, I'm so excited to open this up. Okay, along the side it says Journaling Bible Interleaved Edition. So, let's see. And here's the thickness of it. Right off the bat, let me see. I'm gonna put it next to the study Bible. I don't know, I mean, they seem to be about the same. Okay. And like I said, I got the leather flap with strap, so it does have a flap. And then the strap comes in this little extra pouch, and you just knot it and pretty much feed it through these 2 holes, and it'll wrap around the Bible to keep it contained. Okay. Please don't be tiny font. Please don't be tiny font. This Bible belongs to features. I feel like I'm trying to like take little pages at a time so that I don't like skip right to Genesis and I'm like, okay, so let's see. Okay, I literally ended up on Genesis chapter 1. This is readable. I was going to say this is very readable. I don't even know if that's correct grammar, but it is. Wow. I can read this. I mean, my glasses help. My contacts will help, but with this, like this at my face, I can read this. If I put it down here in my lap, I can still read it. I love it. Okay, y'all. Flap with strap open. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing that these other videos have done, and I'm showing you like, here's Genesis chapter 1. Again, it's the double column, and then you have this blank page over here. I want to say don't take my word for it, because I feel like things can be distorted in a photograph or even on video. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I can do this. I'm really excited to break this in. But I feel like, again, you have to hold it in your hands. And the thing about being here in Germany is I can't just go to a bookstore. There's no Mardell. There's no Hobby Lobby or even a Barnes & Noble or anything that I can just go into and look at Bibles in English and just be like, this is the one I want. I have to take a chance and order it and then kind of go from there. Okay, so here's Deuteronomy. I'm so excited. So... I feel like my kids, when they've earned money for pet sitting and then they either order something online or we take them into the toy store and they're just like, we make the purchase and they're super excited and they're walking to the car and they're just like, I got my stuff. I'm so excited, y'all, and I'm really kicking myself that I did not purchase this sooner, but I'm really glad that I purchased it now. Like, there's margin space even on the page that has the text. So it's not a lot, but there's margin space here, a little bit at the top to use up. The gutter, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could. And then there's some space at the bottom, but there's a whole blank page, like right next door. There's a whole blank page right next door for me to pray, for me to admit my own sin, for me to question and just be like, does this really apply to me? And yeah, it does. But sometimes I just need to wrestle with that. And I can do that on these pages. And again, like, it's not, I mean, it's not a thin line Bible. It's not a compact Bible. It's not intended to be. It's, I mean, she's big. She's beautiful. It's a she. She's a she. Here's Hosea. And again, there's a whole page next door. Like, I keep saying that, I'm so excited. So, yeah, I don't even know, I'm so excited. What I do know is I'm going to put this back in the box and it will be wrapped and will be put up under the tree, because if my kids aren't opening their presents early, neither is mama. But just, again, okay, first of all, I'm not concerned about the size. Like, I can fit this in my hand, I can do this, like, my Bible study bag is right here next to me. And I mean, like, I could have my pack of highlighters, and I can have my pack of highlighters in my new Interleaved Journaling Bible in the same hand. And I'm like, I can do this. I was gonna say I could chase after my 3 kids. Probably not. I'm not gonna chase after the 3 kids with both of them in my hand, but you get the point. So I'm not concerned about the size at all. I love the size. To me, I don't know, it seems kind of compact, but I know it's not. Like, it's a big Bible, but I like big Bibles. And I'm also not concerned about the size of the font. Like, I can read that. I don't know. Let me take my glasses off and see if I can read that. Okay. I can read that. I can read that without my glasses on. I can read it without my glasses on. Looking at the camera's a little fuzzy right now, but I can see the words of scripture in this Interleaved Journaling Bible without my glasses on. So I think I'm gonna be good. I know this is going to be awesome. Thank y'all so much for joining me in my excitement as I open this. I don't know if I answered anybody's questions, but I highly recommend it, even though I have not written on the pages yet. This is, I love it. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day and a Merry Christmas. Bye.